Hey, my friends, today's episode is about the power of deliberate action. Not accidental action, but deliberate action. Action that will catapult your life to where you really want it to be. Many times we're not living the life that we really have seen for ourselves, and that is because we fail to take action. And not just any type of action, but deliberate action. Let's get to it.
This is A.D. Roberts. Welcome to Better Is Now, the podcast. I believe we live in a world filled with limitless possibilities, and in this world we are all looking to feel, do, and to be better. From that limitlessness, gentle nudges arise to remind us of our own possibilities. Today's nudge is about to begin right now.
All right, so let's just jump right in. The power of deliberate action is something that I discovered many years ago, and it has placed my life on a trajectory that looks like the path that I'm supposed to be on. And it's not that I have some magic formula or I live my life in this magical way, but it is because I understood very early on that there is something powerful about taking action. I think that the main reason why most people don't live the life that they have seen for themselves is really because they're not taking the right type of action. We take actions every day. Really, I mean, as crazy as it may sound, taking no action is taking action. No action or not doing anything is taking an action. It could be the action of procrastination. and the action of procrastination is one that will rob you every time of the life that you have really seen for yourself. So there's another type of action is uninformed action. Uninformed action where, you've seen something that may be attractive to you. You may see a car that you like, or you see someone else being really successful in a particular area, and they're making money hand over fist. But you didn't take the time to get all of the information as it pertains to what goes into it, what the costs were, what you were going to have to actually do personally. You didn't know if the person was actually doing the work or they were outsourcing the work. All of the information you just didn't have. So, but you still took action. And there's something called ready, fire, aim, which is, that it's a real thing about taking action so quickly and immediately that you just don't spend time doing all of the research and study. You just ready to go and you just fire. And I get that, but that's not what we're talking about today. So you have uninformed action. You also have ill-informed action. So you may have gotten the wrong information. You thought you had done all of the work. You thought you had done the research, or you talked to a friend and they gave you some great advice on whatever it was. But that advice led you to taking actions that weren't in the right direction. So all of these steps or missteps are taking action. But there's something unique that I found about taking deliberate action. And I want to go over a few of the points about deliberate action and what that looks like and how you can tap into it. The first thing about deliberate action is that it is informed. You have, if whatever it is that you've decided to do with your life, if you're deciding to write a book, if you're deciding to start a new business, no matter what it is, buy a new home, the first step is to get as much information as you can. Now, I don't mean stay there forever and, suffer from analysis paralysis, but get as much information as you can so that you can make an informed decision. Get all of the information, because when you get all of the information and you've learned enough about the industry, you've learned enough about the particular product, you learn enough about that. If you're talking about writing a book, you learn the difference between self-publishing, print-on-demand companies. You've learned about, distribution, how you can actually go mainstream and, sign a contract with a big publishing house because your book idea is just that phenomenal. But, you went ahead and wrote the entire book, but that's not how the big companies do it. What they do is they get a book concept and they'll approve the concept and all of that kind of stuff. But there's so many things that you have to know to make a good decision for you. And see, that's another thing when it comes to the right information. Is it a good fit for you and where you are in life? So use the same example of writing a book. Knowing that, if this is your first book, should you try to get the book published, or should you go ahead and, because of your strong social media following, you can go ahead and self-publish, or there's a hybrid of the two. There's so many ways in order to get your book out there to the world. But the key is getting the right information. So if you have the right information, then you're ready for the next step. The next step is to create a strategic plan. And you don't have to you don't have to map out every tiny, minute detail. No, you're going to take step 1, step 2, step 3, and you're going to pull that trigger. So you come up with, you get your information, you come up with a strategic plan. And then after you make that strategic plan, you can be clear. That's the third step. You are absolutely clear now. You're comfortable, you're confident, and you're clear because you've done your research and you've made an informed decision. Then after you've gotten the information, now you move on and you've created a strategy. You may incorporate a few people. You may ask some experts, some people that, how do you think I should approach this? And getting a plan of action in place. And once you're informed and you have a plan of action, then you're absolutely clear. You have a clear shot. You have a clear vision. You know what the target is and where you're trying to go. And then the fourth piece is your focus. So you got to be informed, strategic, clear, and then ultimately focused. Focus, and you hear me say this all the time, where your focus goes, energy flows, and manifestation soon follows. I'm going to say that again. Where your focus goes, energy flows, and manifestation soon follows. So if you're trying to manifest something, if you're trying to create something in your life, you get all of the information, you get strategic about that information and lay out that plan. That allows you to become very, very clear and focused. You can trim stuff down. You've made your plan. So you're clear. Now it's time to be focused. When you're focused, that means you can channel all of your energy. You can focus all of your energy in that direction. And you're able to manifest faster. You're able to create the inertia, the energy, and to become the magnet for that thing. Whereas you're now pulling into your space, into your life, everything that it is that you're asking for with this particular thing. Because it's not all just on you. See, the universe has a part in this too. And in order to activate that side of infinity, you have to be clear. The clearer you are, the more focused you are, the more energy that you channel towards that clear intention, the likelihood and probability of you manifesting that and attracting all of the things that you need in order to help you with that manifestation, the likelihood of it is increased tenfold. It makes life so much easier because then you don't have to backtrack. Then you don't have to second guess yourself. Then you can move forward with confidence. And that is so freaking key when it comes to you living the life that you have seen for yourself. Get clear about it. And once you're clear about what you want and you can see it, your sight, you see it in your sight, that allows you to become focused, laser-like focus with your attention. And so then what will come in place is the protocols of alignment. And that's a whole series that I teach, the protocols of alignment. And that's a part of the U 2.0 series that I have. The protocols of alignment say that everything that is in creation has a process of manifestation. It has a process for arriving, but it has to be in alignment. So the thoughts that you have, the words that you speak, the actions that you take, the feelings that you have, all of these things have to be in alignment. And lastly, you have to be in position. So the words that you speak, the thoughts that you have, the words that you speak, the actions that you take, the feelings, the emotions that you have, and the position that you're in will create the alignment needed in order for that focused energy to flow right through. When those things are off, if your thoughts and your words are not together, if you're having doubts, fears, and trepidations, but you're saying, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, but your mind is saying you can't, or you're afraid, that's misalignment. When you're out of alignment, it's harder for you to manifest. But when you get laser-like focused and you get super clear on what it is that you want, you are able to actualize these protocols of alignment so well and create a manifestation in your life that is amazing. And remember, this is just the part where you come in, because the last part after of the protocols of alignment is allowing. That means to step back and disconnect yourself from the outcome. You have a level of trust that you have placed in everything that you have seen, and you can trust that the universe will take it from here. It's just like planting. It's just like planting a seed in the ground. You can control the conditions. You can plant it in rich soil. You can water it. You can make sure that it's getting plenty of sunlight. But what you can't do is force it to grow. You can help with the conditions as best you can. You can control the environment as best you can. You can give it everything that it needs. You can give it the focus that it needs. But at some point in time, you're going to have to let go and allow the birth and the absolute manifestation of the thing to take its natural course. And that's what happens. But if you do it this way, I promise you'll be in a much, much better place. So again, what's the goal? The goal is to take deliberate action. In order to take deliberate action, you have to be informed, get all the information. You have to be strategic about what you're doing. Then you're clear. Once you have the information and you have a strategy, then you can be clear about where you're going and what you're headed towards, and then you are focused. And once you're focused, you can place all of your energy in that direction. And here's the thing. This is the tough part for a lot of people. And this is why many people don't live the life that they truly have seen for themselves. Pull the damn trigger. Pull it. Just pull the trigger. Take the action. Stop being afraid. Stop procrastinating. Stop allowing your fears to rob you of all of the amazing things that can happen in your life. You have no time to waste. Of all of the resources that you have, the resources that I have, take my money, take my material stuff, you can take anything from me. But what I don't want you to take from me is my time. Because of all of the things that I said, I can get them back. I can get my material stuff back. I've been in a season where I lost everything, but I've gotten more back than I lost. So it's so different when it comes to your time. Respect your time in such an amazing way to where it is the most valuable asset that you have. Because you need time in order to create. You need time in order to manifest. Because when you're out of time, you're out of time. Now let that soak in for a minute. So no procrastination. Pull the damn trigger. Make this thing happen. No fear. Fear, you know what it is? Fear is false evidence appearing real. Trust the process. Trust that you have seen something amazing for yourself and take action. So that's the charge. Go ahead and take action. Not just any kind of action. You're going to take deliberate action. Fair enough? So listen, this is my passion. This is my purpose. This is what I love to do, which is empower and impact. Listen, please like, share, subscribe. Subscribe to this channel. We're trying to impact as many people as possible. Right here on YouTube, on Spotify. Share this simple message with a friend or family member, because my goal is really to impact as many people's lives as we possibly can. So, listen, this has been AD. I love what I do, and I'm so excited about the possibilities of your life. I'm looking forward to next time bringing you more of this good information, good stuff that will empower and impact your life and whoever else you share it with. I'll see you next time.
This is AD Roberts, and you have been listening to Better Is Now, the podcast. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for awesome programs and inspiring publications. Also, if you haven't yet, please subscribe to this podcast on your favorite platform like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or our very own Anchor. See you next time.